What's going on, everyone? It's time for another show review. Today we're going to talk about the Toronto show of Chevelle with Alexandria and Dead Poet Society at the Great Northern Casino in Toronto on August 20th, 2025. So this was a random show I decided to go to, and so let's talk about it. First, this is my first time going to the Great the Great Northern Casino in Etobicoke in Toronto, just outside of Toronto. Yeah, so it was a pretty nice venue and stuff. It's a big theater, so they have a lot of weird shows going on there. But yeah, it kind of suits the style of music, though. So the first band was Dead Poet Society. They're an alternative rock band, which I've never seen before. So coming in, wasn't sure what to expect. They did have some pretty interesting songs. Some of them did sound the same though, and it was a little odd in that most of them are pretty stationary. Some of the bassist and one of the guitarist was running around a bit and stuff, but they had some movement. But still, it was pretty stationary for them. And their music wasn't too bad. It was a little standard for this type of alternative rock sort of style. I think maybe a little bit of punkish stuff mixed in. But yeah, it did. It sounded like Bayside, just a little heavier, I guess you could say. And they did have some interesting concepts and stuff they did talk about, though. Overall, I thought they were an okay band. I give them probably like a 3 out of 5 for live performance. Second band was the one of the main bands I wanted to see, Alexandria. This was my 5th time seeing them, and I was curious to see how they would go because Danny's back in the band again. So, they started off with some okay stuff, and some of the more self-titled, newer stuff, and they did play a few old songs, but Danny definitely didn't scream or anything like that anymore. He did sing more, though. Definitely added more of a country sort of tune to it, which is a little off-putting and weird, but yeah. And then after the first like 6 songs, he decided to do 1 or 2 acoustic songs, which is really odd after doing something like some more like heavy rock stuff, going into just like a slow acoustic bit, and then closed off with the final episode where the guitarist did most of the vocals and he just basically stood there. It was a little odd and off-putting, and honestly, this is probably one of the worst I've seen them. I thought they were okay at this time around, and sadly, it wasn't it. Obviously, the original guitar player and one of the main songwriters left, so obviously it wasn't as interesting or as heavy as I was expecting it to be. They still did an all right job, though, and overall, I still think they're a pretty good band. So I'm going to give Alexandria a 3.5 out of 5. And then the headliner was Chevelle, which is like, depending on how you look at it. Some people call them grunge rock. I prefer them to be more of an alternative rock band. They do have some pretty heavy songs. They always put on a kick-ass live show, though. Like, they're pretty stationary for a band, but they have some really cool visuals on the back screens and everything. Their light show is really cool. And they did a lot off of my favorite album, Wonder What's Next. I think that's what it's called. And with like the Red and things like that. They obviously did all those big hits off that record. And it was pretty good. They played 17 songs, and overall it was pretty good and high energy for them. They definitely embodied the headline spot. I thought it was still a decent show, and overall, this is my second time seeing them. First one was at a festival where they only played for like 40 minutes. This one they played for an hour and a half, hour and 45, and they were really good. I give them probably like a 4 out of 5 for live performance. Overall, I give the whole show probably a 4 out of 5, and I thought it was a pretty decent one. It's something a little different than what I've been going to, and I still thought they're pretty good. If you want to see pictures or videos of the show I was at of this show, my Instagram's linked down below, and my TikTok's linked down below, so you can see them all there. Also linked down below. I'm going to link all the bands that I saw down below so you can check them out if they sound like something you might be interested in. You want to see what I'm talking about, they're down there as well. But that's it for this show review. So the next one I'm going to is actually a day to remember with Yellow Card, State Champs and Descendants at Budweiser Stage in Toronto on September 5th. So make sure you tune in for that, ring that bell, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, remember to buy your merch, buy music, support the artists you love, and yeah, so there's going to be a lot more film reviews coming up because I'm a little bit piled up on them, so let's get some more out. So make sure you tune in for those, and yeah, till the next one, rock on.